For a long, long time, all over the world, people have been telling stories, and lots of those stories are about God. We tell stories for many reasons, because they are funny, sad, exciting, scary, or happy. We tell stories because they help us explore and share our feelings, and who and what is important to us. Our most special stories can become sacred stories. Sacred stories can be told for hundreds and thousands of years, over and over. Today, we will explore an old sacred story and wonder about why our ancestors chose to tell this story and why it was important to them. Then we will discover a newer story that may help us understand something important and sacred in a new way. Thank you for hanging out with me and exploring special sacred story time. Welcome to Heart Stories. God is our tears. If God weren't, how would God understand our tears? How would God cry when we cry? But God has promised that one day, God will wipe away all the tears from every eye, and sadness will no longer exist. Our ancient story today is from the Gospel of Matthew. It tells the story, the sad story, of when Jesus died. After Jesus' Last Supper with his disciples, they went out to the Garden of Gethsemane. Jesus stayed awake, praying alone. Suddenly, soldiers surrounded them and arrested Jesus. They accused him of trying to become king. At his trial, the Roman ruler, Pontius Pilate, asked, "Are you the king of the Jews?" "My kingdom is not of this world," answered Jesus. "Set him free," said Pilate. "This man has done nothing wrong." But some people were angry. "He called himself a king," they shouted. "Crucify him!" To please the crowd, Pilate ordered the soldiers to beat Jesus and then to kill him. They whipped him and made fun of him. Pretending he was a king, they put a crown of thorns on his head and a red cloak around him. Then they made him carry a heavy wooden cross to a hill outside the city. They nailed Jesus to the cross. His mother, Mary, and several other women wept at his feet and stayed with him until the very end. Then Jesus prayed to God one last time before he died. "Father, forgive them, for they do not understand your dream." Let's say a little prayer. Dear God, help me to forgive, just as Jesus forgave. Amen. Our newer story this week is called Holy Week, an Emotions Primer, by Danielle Hitchen and art by Jessica Blanchard. Excited! When Jesus entered Jerusalem for the Passover feast, a crowd gathered to see him, waving palm branches and shouting, "Hosanna! Blessed is he who comes in the name of the Lord."
angry. Then Jesus entered the temple and drove out the merchants. He leaned over their tables, angry because they made God's house a den of robbers. Then the temple was clean. Jesus stayed there, healing and teaching. Loved. Before the Passover feast, Jesus showed the disciples how much he loved them. He washed their feet, saying, "I did this as an example for you. You should serve each other just as I have served you." Thankful. While they were eating, Jesus took bread, blessed it, broke it, and gave it to the disciples and said, "Take and eat. This is my body." He took a cup, gave thanks, and gave it to them, saying, "Drink from this, all of you. This is the new covenant, poured out for so many that their sins may be forgiven." Overwhelmed. Then Jesus went to pray, telling his disciples, "My soul is overwhelmed with sorrow." He fell down and prayed, "Abba, Father, take this cup from me, yet not what I will, but what you will." Frustrated. Jesus was arrested and brought to Pilate, but Pilate found him innocent and wanted to release him. Still, the people wanted Jesus to die. Frustrated, Pilate asked them, "Why? What evil has he done? I have found no guilt in him." But the people again demanded Jesus should be crucified. So Pilate decided that their demand should be granted. Scared. Jesus was crucified. The earth shook when he died, and the soldiers who were guarding Jesus were terrified, exclaiming, "Surely he was the Son of God." Sad. Many people were sad when Jesus died. They laid his body in a tomb and rolled a great stone to the entrance. He was pierced for our transgressions, and by his wounds we are healed. The Lord has laid him on the iniquity of us all. Surprised. On the third day, women went to Jesus' tomb, where an angel descended and said, "I know that you seek Jesus who was crucified. He is not here, for he is risen." And joyful. Jesus appeared to his disciples and said, "It's really me. Touch me. You can see that I have a living body. Go and tell people that they must change and turn to God, which will bring them his forgiveness. Tell this message in my name to the people of all nations." They worshipped God and returned to Jerusalem, overwhelmed with joy.
Everyone, everywhere in the world, and all throughout time, in the ancient past and in the faraway future, has a heartbeat, just like you. All people love and live and feel. All people tell stories to make sense of it all. Let's keep telling stories to honor the past and help create the future. I'll see you next time for more heart stories.